Loyal to Me is the fun track on the album, and it's especially for the girls and the gays. It was originally written for a girl band. I was kind of imagining Little Mix or something. I love Little Mix. So hence there's so many harmonies when you hear it, and the whole like sing it with me part. It was meant for a multiple person. It's inspired by 90s R&B music, so I'd listen to Lauryn Hill, Do Up That Thing, Bills, 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 Destiny's Child, TLC, No Scrubs, all those bangers of the late 90s, early noughties. And I just wanted to write my own version of that. I never thought it'd be for me because I'm not an R&B artist, so I thought I'll just give this a try for the day, this will be fun. So I started it in my room. I was sitting in bed, this is how lazy I was, and I just put in like 4 chords basically. And I just started with the if he never calls when he says he will, if he always tells you to keep it chill, if you see him out with another girl, baby then you know he was never real, and that was the chorus. And then there was like an ending to that which was called 2 Steps Back. So it was like, if you see him doing any of these things, take 2 steps back. And it was called 2 Steps Back, and it was totally shit. So I was like, right, this needs to be worked on. So then I wrote the verse, and I have a demo which I will go to now.
If forgetting that we talk, if he never calls when he says he will, if he always tells you to keep it chill, if you see him out with another girl, well baby then you know he was never real. If he never wants you to meet his friends, if he ain't taking you on the gram, if you're gonna be that you're gonna fall, take a 2 step back.
As you can see, it was in quite a different state, but I feel like the main structure of the song was there. So yeah, it was a bit of fun, but I felt like the chorus wasn't quite right and it was a bit silly. So then I had a session with these 2 guys called Ed Butler and Mikey Gormley. I'd never met them before, and we were just sort of doing a pitch session for other people. And they were like, what do you want to do today? I was like, oh well, I do have this song, but I'm not sure if it's a bit silly. I was thinking for a girl band, and they were like, no, this is great, like we should finish it together. So I brought it out, and then I wrote the chorus in the room, and it was really helpful having them there to go like, that's great, or maybe not that bit. So yeah, it was really helpful. And then we finished the lyric and the chorus, and it was done. It was one of the hardest songs to produce because I'm not a 90s R&B artist. So we tried it stripped back acoustic, we tried it full on 90s, we tried it electronic with a drop, we tried it straight up pop, and nothing was really clicking because I felt like it was a banging pop song that needed a bit of movement, but the 90s was like dated and the acoustic was just too weak. So at the end I was like, what am I going to do? So I sent it to Fraser T. Smith, who is a legendary producer, writer. He has produced and written for the likes of Adele, Stormzy, Britney Spears, so I was like really happy that he would take a minute to listen to it. And I took it in and I was like, don't listen to anything that I have done. Just listen to the song on the guitar and make people want to move to it, because I feel like the rest of the album is very in the emotions and chilled, and I was like, I need a banger that people want to dance to and that can be played like in a club or on the radio or at a party or whatever. I wanted to have that song on it. So he was like, yeah, no problem. So then the next day he sent it back and it was done. And I was like, oh my God, this has taken 2 years to get right. So it was a really like good feeling that he'd done that. And it's basically a song that I wrote for my friend, which is saying, you know, the guy that you're dating right now, it's not good for you. And it's kind of saying, you know, this is your checklist. If he's doing any of these things, step away from him, because I think your gut feeling is always right. And yeah, it was really well received. It was on Radio 1, Radio 2 playlists, which was amazing. But I think there's nothing more special than hearing your song on the radio as an artist, like a song that you have written and started in your bedroom. So that was really cool. Thank you so much for listening to my track by track for The Sun Will Come Up, The Seas Will Change, and thank you, I hope you like it.